Hello and welcome back to my channel, or to my channel. Today I just woke up and decided I was going to trim my beard. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I quickly trim my beard without taking a lot of time, because you're never going to get a professional. Like if you go to a barber shop, you're never going to get that perfection. And once you have the perfection, little hairs grow out every day, every minute of the day, seemingly, and it's never just perfect like you see on the movie screen or something. But let's go ahead and get this going. Now, usually I would use, or a lot of people would use a towel to pick up the leftovers, the hair. And I'm going to be using a Wahl color code trimmer. Has a lot of little features to it, which are very nice, and comes in very handy. And newer models even come with a cape, Barber's cape, that I'll be actually using. And there I go. I take the bottom of this and I put it up into my sink and over my counter. That way I don't get hair all over the place.
Go with number 3. Get the longer beard. If you want to keep it longer, go with the number 4. If you want to keep it longer, go with the number 4. Mustache. The number 4.
Starting with the number 4. And let's brush it out, get it down, and then we'll start the process. There we go. Now just go straight down, away. Try not to curve it too much, just lightly. And I always say do the outside areas first. Once you've got the outside areas and the cheeks done properly, then you can even it out with what's in the center. You don't have the outside done and you go straight across, that's when you make mistakes and then it doesn't look right, never looks right. Of course, don't worry about it not looking right, because it never looks right, not when you're first doing it. And just remember to just do it slowly, down, 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 sides first, and after, and keep brushing it out. And then just keep doing it until it looks pretty good. Not going to look perfect, not yet. But once you've got it down and it stops cutting a lot of hair left, you're still going to see some parts that don't look right to you. Don't overdo it. Just continue to slowly work on it. Don't overuse the clipper trying to get it perfect, because if you get one area perfect, you're going to mess up another area, and you keep doing it until you don't have much of a beard left. Well, it looks like a lot of work. And that's pretty good. It doesn't look perfect. Now I'm going to go with the 1 1/2, because I want to do the bottom very edges. I don't want to go past up into the beard. I just want very bottom. You're not trying to make it perfect. You're just getting that bottom edge a little bit under control. And see, it's not going to be straight across. It's not going to be perfect yet. You have to slowly work on it. but you can do it fast and pretty accurate. But it will never look perfect to you. And I'm going to go down with the same comb and do the mustache down. I don't go up because you can make a mistake there, and it's hard to get past the nose and right here. So it's easier to come down. And that's with the 1.5. If I'm going to use my smallest guide comb for other things, and my with no comb for other parts of the beard. Now here I am. I'm going to go ahead and put on the smallest comb I have. It's about a 1/4 to a 1/2, depending on your needs. I'm going to put that on. Yeah. And I'm going to turn it up. The only time I'm really going to be doing up. And just the bottom of the mustache. Not much at all. Just a little bit around the lip line. And I'm going to do more detail work with something else. I'll show you in a minute. After I get right around here under control. And if you notice, this doesn't look under control yet, but it's just up above the lip line. Push it out. Underneath what I was heading for. Now here we go. I'm using the no comb, no guide. And I want to keep my mouth straight, like a grimace. Not really a smile, but a grimace. And just barely at the bottom. Don't try to get too much. It's not going to look perfect yet. It's not going to look right yet. You want to get that line right across the lip. And you have to have a good set of scissors. A sharp set of scissors. That's what all the detail work is. I have another trimmer I'm going to show you. MicroTouch trimmer. That does a wonderful job in doing detail work. Go. That's a nose trimmer, an eyebrow trimmer, and a general trimmer. It's an all-purpose trimmer. And it doesn't, excuse me, it doesn't cut a lot. It's just a little bit, so you can catch the stray hairs sticking up. Not that you're going to get that perfect, and you don't want to shove it into the skin. It's not going to be able to cut thick hair just to do the detail work. And I use it to get around the bottom of the beard line. And of course, it's not going to be 100% yet, but you have to do little bit by little bit by little bit. But it can still be done very quickly, and you can do little edging, get little bits that are tufts that are sticking out. And that's really what you do with that. And then you can use the Wahl clipper for doing below the beard line. On the neck, you don't want to get up on to the beard line, start cutting around the beard line with that, because that could cut a little bit too much this way and this way. And then you can do your detail work up here, get it down, get it nicely done. That doesn't look too bad. Now I'm done with this for now. Most of my work is going to be pretty much cleaning up here, cleaning up the hair mess I've got. I've had this cape sitting in the sink and over the counter bathroom counter, and it's protected all that hair from flipping over and going all over the place. And I get it down in the middle, and I shake it down, and once I get it all down into the middle of the cape, I pour the cape into the sink. And then I can step back and take it off, and I'm done with that. And just reach into my sink, get my hair, throw it into the garbage, throw it into the toilet, flush it. I just did. I'm sure my neighbors appreciate me flushing that. But these scissors are what you do to do the cleanup. And that's really the important part. Even though I have a trimmer for eyebrows, I pretty much use my scissors for that, just out of habit. And once I get that out, I can find the stray hairs, clean it up a little bit, and that's how I do it. But it's never going to look perfect, even with this stuff. It look good to somebody else, but might not look good to you because you're looking right at it. You see every little stray hair, and you can keep that to trim that up. But if you want to have that movie star look, TV show look, you have to use other products. You want to get the little parts sticking up and all that, there's something else you want to use. And this, you want to have that nice thing you want to use. Keep it smooth and straight and groomed. You want to use Power Stick Beard Balm or something like that. That's really what you do. Oh. And that's basically it. The beard balm will help keep your beard looking well groomed, and all the little strays that pop up down, or get to the point where you've got it on and you can see which ones are really problematic and trim them off. And that's basically it. It's very simple to do if you don't get OC about it, because like I said, it's never going to look perfect to you. Might look good to somebody across the street or 20 feet away, but when you're doing it, you're looking at it, you're the one that can always see the little one sticking here or there. We care about it. Other people, unless they're pretentious people, don't really care. And that's basically how you do it quickly, easily, and without too much stress. But every day, when you have a beard and mustache, you got to get your scissors, and you got to do a little bit of maintenance. That's just how it is. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you again at another time.